Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open down.
Gets loose in the middle. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Washington State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Plucks it out of the air.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. And the missed connection on third down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the quick completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Fine play action. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They punted away on 4th down. He's got it. He gets a block. Touchdown, Bama! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. A stop in cold maybe gets a yard to the 34. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he's got it! Touchdown time! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Washington State ready to go with another 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Washington State sends out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center perfect. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Sets up the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Ramsey. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He'll do it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Presley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. On the move, fighting off the defender.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly. Washington State will have to boot it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Washington State going quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Unleashes it on the run. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. There he goes. Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He's got it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Just goes right through the wicket. Brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Brewer. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They're going to run it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grab behind the line. It's Presley.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They go to the ground.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Off play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Presley. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. It's Ramsey. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Swings it out to the flat. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Morris. Pulls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked it down so quickly. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Back to throw, it's Morris. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Presley. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal forward pass.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Power football with the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Ramsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Morris. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in, it's Morris.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.